Hi, I'm Andrew Scaglione with the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, and today we're going to delve behind the numbers from the 2012-2013 season in MAAC women's basketball. As usual, Marist was dominant, winning its 9th straight MAAC title and going 18-0 in conference play, finishing with a 26-7 overall record. Iona came next with a 20-13 overall record and a 13-5 conference record, but only 4 teams in the MAAC had winning records in conference play. Only 3 had winning records overall. The Red Foxes led the MAAC in most statistical categories, including scoring defense and shooting defense, shooting percentage and free throw percentage, assist to turnover ratio and most assists, best scoring margin, and best turnover margin, just to name a few, and to demonstrate how dominant they were all across the board. But if you look at Marist's roster, there was no standout player on the team. Senior guard Elizabeth Bainon led the Red Foxes with 12 points per game, but that was only good enough for 10th in the MAAC. When you turn to the Iona Gales, you find 2 standout players, including sophomore guard D'Amica Martinez, the MAAC Player of the Year, who averaged 18 points per game and hit 43-pointers throughout the season, and freshman forward Joy Adams, who led the league with 14 double-doubles, shot 50% from the field, averaged 13 points per game and 10.7 rebounds per game. So Marist did it based on teamwork. Other teams had the stellar individuals. So when you look at those numbers, it's really no surprise that Marist and Iona made it to the MAAC tournament final as the 1 and 2 seeds. But in that championship game, it was a different story, and the Red Foxes blew out the Gales 72-48, winning by 24 points with a balanced attack as they had 4 players in double figures, including MAAC tournament MVP Elizabeth Bainon. Also, another reason Marist won was they held MAAC Player of the Year D'Amica Martinez of Iona to only 4 points. And the title was Marist's 8th consecutive tournament title and 9th in the last 10 years, helping coach Brian Georges to a career record of 277-80. Back in 2007, Marist made a run to the Sweet 16 of the women's NCAA tournament, but they couldn't replicate that feat this time around, drawing a 12 seed and losing in the first round to Michigan State, 55-47. One step down in the women's NIT, Iona lost 59-50 in the first round to Drexel, and the Dragons went on to win the entire tournament 6 games later. And in the WBI, the Women's Basketball Invitational, Fairfield won its first match against St. Francis of Pennsylvania 71-51 before falling to Penn in the quarterfinals 49-48. Thanks for tuning in to this women's basketball episode of Behind the Numbers. Remember, you can log on to MAACsports.com or follow us on Twitter at MAACsports for all the latest updates regarding news in the conference. For MAAC.tv, I'm Andrew Scaglione.